Hello, I'm Roger, and this is my wife Gro, and this is our motorhome. It's an Adria Sonic Plus Scandinavian edition. Now, we had this motorhome for a couple of years now, and we sort of use it as an office and as a motorhome, and we split our time between our apartment and the motorhome. But every year, every winter, we put the motorhome into winter storage because we live in Norway and we're not very keen on using the motorhome in the winter and in the snow. But that also means that every 6 months during the winter, we can't use the motorhome, and every winter we sort of miss this motorhome life very much. So this winter we have decided we want to take the motorhome down to Spain. Because every year or every autumn we have our holiday, and then we do start from Norway and we take a ride down with the motorhome. We visit Germany, all kinds of countries in Europe, and we have about 5 weeks holiday that we have saved up during the year. But that means during that 5 weeks we have to sort of go down as far as we can, and then we have to go back up to Norway again. So instead of taking the motorhome back up to Norway again, we decided we want to take it down to Spain and sort of winter storage down in Spain. So now we have booked the parking down at Alicante airport for the motorhome this winter. And we're gonna move the motorhome from Norway down to Spain. We're also gonna do our holiday as we move our motorhome down. So we have about 5 weeks now to drive the motorhome down from Norway to Spain. And we want to share this with you and turn it into a little vlog. And here is that first episode of our little adventure moving our motorhome down to Spain. So here we are on board in DFDS Pearl Seaways. We're on our way to Copenhagen in Denmark from Oslo in Norway. We have packed some stuff together here now, as you do in these ferries, to bring to your cabin. And we got on board very early, so that was a plus. We were sort of prepared of standing a couple of hours on the docks and getting our stuff together, but as soon as we check in, they're just starting waving us on board, so that's a good thing. It's kind of different preparing the motorhome as you already are standing on the deck. So I have to, I remember just in the last seconds to turn off the gas and everything. They don't check anything here, so yeah. But let's go upstairs now and see if we can find our cabin. So far this boat looks very lovely. But being as early as we are not quite sure if the cabin is ready for us yet, but we are crossing our fingers that it is. Oh, looks like we're in luck. Ooh, nice. Did you order a closet?
Obviously.
No, I'm just kidding. We took the cheapest cabin we could find. We are not only supposed to be here for 16 hours? No. Just a night's one buffet, one night's sleep, brushing of the teeth, and a little bathroom tour for you here. Pretty much your standard ship bathrooms. And you have a little desk and bunk beds. You happy? Go?
It's okay.
Yeah. And now I will demonstrate to you how to do this thing with the Murphy bed. Remember, I didn't practice for it. You want the top bunk or the bottom bunk?
Top bunk.
You want the top bunk? Really?
No.
I take it. Well, maybe we should show you around this ship. I mean, it's supposed to be a beautiful ship. We've never been on this ship before, so I guess we are just as curious as you are. Follow me. Now our cabin is located on deck 5. And here on deck 5 it's... well, if this were the Titanic, we would sort of be in sort of storage class. It's an inside cabin and it's the cheapest cabin you can get. And there's a lot of people talking back there in the hallway. 5603. Yeah, that's important to remember. Shall we begin with the lower decks and then go up, or should we begin with the top deck and go down? Go. What do you think?
Lower, since we are that low.
Lower deck? All right. And the lowest deck you can get to is deck 3, so let's go down. Here we have a deck plan. They make the whole thing so much easier. The first 2 decks are all engine rooms and tank tops and stuff like that. We won't bother you with the nautical terminology of the whole thing. And as you see here, deck 3 and 4 are all car decks. And then you have deck 5 and 6. There we are at 6, remember? I think that's where you find the cheaper cabin-ish, maybe. And I see here on deck 7 and 8, they have more, I see a bar here and a seating area and, yeah, you know, the usual stuff you have on these ferries. And then you have deck 9 and 10, that's more cabin-ish, I'm guessing the more pricey ones. And you have deck 11, which is, I'm guessing, sort of a view deck, and yeah. Right now you can see the whole picture of the deck plan. But let's go explore the bubble zone. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Now, though this ship is just a ferry between Norway and Denmark, they build them in such a way that it's, well, they are more similar to a cruise ship and a ferry. The reason is, of course, to lure people in, not just to take the trip, but to take like a 2-day mini cruise on these ferries. And these ferries are very popular in Norway for 2 days booze cruise. And there is a song also about this, and our cameraman is backing up to a ball now. All right. In here I can see a kids area, but we're not going to bring the camera in there. But maybe we're just going to sneak the camera just around the corner to show you. Yeah, I think there are very strict rules about filming kids and stuff like that. It's so much fun to watch my wife going backwards. Okay, you're approaching a wall now. I think we're in the right place. You can also smell of chlorine. Well, unfortunately, we can't film inside the bubble zone either. It's a no filming zone, and it's for kids. And well, we had to look inside, and there was a nice little swimming pools in there, and yeah, stuff. So let's go up on deck 8 instead and see if we can film there. Well, of course, we have to start with deck 7. I know I said deck 8, but well, here we are on deck 7, and right behind me here you have reception and a restaurant, and I can see this way something that looks like a tax-free. Let's go have a look at what booze and cigarettes they have on board here. Now, I guess all ferries that cross international border have some sort of a tax-free shop on board, but the ones that goes in and out of Norway, due to Norway's unique toll systems, really kind of go, let's use the terminology, go overboard with their tax-free shops. Just have a look at this. Now, it's not so easy to film in here with audio, because there's some music going on, and you all know about YouTube, and well, the copyright claims on music and everything, but if I keep stopping without breathing, you might not be able to hear the music. And yes, but in here you will also find some cheap stuff, and we will find like this one, there's a The best quality of the champagne. But I think the best thing to do here is just to cut some B-rolls and put on our own music. Washki. And here we are on deck 8, a restaurant in the bow of the ship here. And I can see they have these old beautiful models of the previous ship that has gone on this route before. And back here, well, let's have a look what we have in the stern. You have the nightclub and various bars and things. And I guess this area here is where it gets a little bit lively later in the evenings. So here we are on deck 9. I think this is where the nicer cabins are, this deck and the deck above us, deck 10. And it's not much to show you here, just upon endless hallways upon hallways and locked cabin doors. I don't think we're going to try to knock on every cabin door and say, "Hello, can we film inside your cabin room?" No. So I guess we're going to go up on the top deck and show you the views and the decks outside. We are just leaving Oslo now also, so there'll be a lovely views up there as well. Okay, so now we have put on a fresh shirt and had a shower and getting ready for dinner. I hope you liked the little shots when we left Oslo there. It's nice weather and it's late autumn, but still it's nice. So let's go up on deck 7 and see what the buffet is like. Also here we are at the buffet. This is sort of round 1. And I have gone for a fishy starter version. Now I try to sort of make the plate pretty for you guys. Normally when at the buffet I'm not that sort of civilized. But yeah, I have various, I have egg here. I even went for one of these, we call them blåskjell in Norwegian. I'm not quite sure what the English word is, but I'm not sure if I'm going to eat this or this is just for show. Time will tell. And of course we have this guy. This one I'm going to eat. But I must say the buffet looked pretty nice, very nice selection. The salad was a little bit on the dark side though, but otherwise it's quite decent. And now, the tasting.
Nice and fresh. And I am guessing many of you are asking, well, how do you eat this guy? Well, first of all, you look him in the eye. Well, it's a sort of brutal process, but it's pretty much this end here you can eat. So you sort of have to get the tail off. All these things just goes to waste. It's a little bit of a messy process. And you just sort of drag the whole thing out of this shell. So here we have the edible part. These are really good. And now for the main course. As my inspiration here was sort of a mixed grill. So I went around and tried some various meat samples. So I have some pork here, a chicken leg, some roast beef, and this is of course béarnaise, and underneath the sauce here are some various cooked vegetables. Now, another thing here, the vegetable selection was pretty bad, so yeah, well, still, I'm gonna eat it. And now for the third course, or perhaps we should say the dessert course. I went for a little cheese platter thing. So you got some various cheese here, some red beets, some caviar, the other half of the egg I had in the first course, and some olive and some pickled onions. Now I tried to make it presentable there, but this is the best I can do. Also, the ship is starting to get some motion. Now we are heading out to open the water. And when I was standing in the buffet and taking this on, listen, ooh, the wine is taking its effect. Then I remember I'm drinking Pepsi. So yeah, it's the motion of the ship and not the wine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Yes! And we continue with some Latino music. Are you ready to shake it off?
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The time is now 8 a.m. and our expected time of arrival is 10 a.m. Our restaurants are open with freshly baked bread and a delicious breakfast menu. In the Seven Seas restaurant on deck 7, we will be serving breakfast until our arrival. Breakfast ticket vouchers can be purchased from the entrance to the restaurant. Are you traveling as Commodore guest? You can climb aboard our luxurious breakfast buffet in Explorer restaurant on deck 8. We wish you a pleasant morning and remind you that the car deck opens 15 minutes before arrival.
Oh well, Denmark, here we come. All right, so good morning again. Freshly showered this time. Now, a few words about cabin. Guru slept downstairs, and if I ask Guru, how was the bed?
Not good.
Not good. I slept upstairs. The bed was, for me, it was okay. But I think we should mention, just to give you a little tip here. You see this ladder here? This is really wonky stuff. So if you're not sort of athletic, you see I'm very athletic, and I just take this thing in just one step. And normally I also sleep like 10 centimeters above the mattress at night, but tonight I was a little bit tired. So it's a really sort of hard thing to get into the bed. And when you're sitting here and you want to get out of the bed, this little iron ledge here sort of digs into your thighs. And you have no, shit. You have nothing to hold, and ow, I'm probably doing this wrong, but just a little tips there. If you order a cabin with bunk beds, and you're not like 21 and Looked like somebody who was in the Olympic. Maybe think twice. But enough bitching and moaning. Let's find a motorhome and let's find the next ferry. Yes, because we are not staying long in Denmark this time around either. We're just driving straight through and finding another ferry that goes to Rostock in Germany. Come along. Also, welcome to Copenhagen, folks. We arrived here about, it's 10 o'clock-ish now, so light traffic, and just gonna find ourselves a way out of this beautiful city and into the Danish countryside and another ferry. So now we are approaching Genser, or Gedser. I'm sorry for butchering Danish, but that's where the ferry leaves for Rostock. Now the price of this ferry is actually the same as the one overnight ferry we took from Oslo all the way down to Copenhagen. It's about 1700 Norwegian kroners, and this being a 4-hour ferry, it's kind of steep, but we have our eyes set on Binz in Germany, and that's where we're going. So it's the best ferry for us. Alright. Yeah, we have prepaid, yeah. You only need a passport or? Yeah. Well, this wasn't the worst placement you can have on a ferry. I mean, beautiful view. Though it's the stern of the ship, but I can easily sit here in peace and quiet and enjoy this lovely, lovely view. Perfect. We're back in Germany again, having too much fun on ferries. So now we have come to the beautiful island of Rügen up here in the north of Germany. And the plan is to spend a couple of days exploring in this area. And we noticed on Instagram that we have some friends of ours also in this area. So we're going to have a meetup with them. So that's going to be fun. If you're curious about who they are called Friheten og Veien. No, that was Norwegian. Frihet is liberty and Veien is the road. So if I were to translate their name, it will be Liberty and the Road. Now the motorhome is called Liberty and all the road is the road. Now that's a cool handle, right? So they have booked themselves into a campsite up in the, remember the name, was it Bus? No. Bins. Yeah, the area called Bins, just up here the road. And they have booked a plot for us as well. So yeah, we're gonna head over there now and meet up with Friheten og Veien.
Velkommen hit til dette feriestedet.
Tusen takk.
Her er kortet, så kan du fylle inn. Trenger du å fylle vann?
Nei.
Nei.
Nei. Da kan du bare kjøre etter oss, og så kan vi ta det derfra.
Ja.
Flott.
Well, so here we are, folks, at Wohnmobil Oas. I'm going to put the name here. And we are parked just next to our friends here, Friheten og Veien. And now we're going to take out our furniture and do our normal, arrive at campsite routine. But I think we're going to end this video here. In the next video, we're going to explore the area and we're going to take you guys with us. But to the next time, and from me and Gro, who is behind the camera, who is in this start of this little Europe adventure of ours with our motorhome. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.
Den er veldig stygg i det. Den kan du egentlig ikke ta.
Snart kan man ikke ha gøy med